Good morning students. Today we will discuss about uniform circular motion and a simple harmonic motion. Uniform circular motion, shortly we are going to call it as a UCM, and simple harmonic motion we are going to call simply it as a SHM. And in the last class you studied about what is the condition of simple harmonic motion. Simple harmonic motion, it is a to and fro motion from the mean position, and the body is always, whenever it is in simple harmonic motion, it is always moving in a straight line. And here today we discuss about what is the relation between uniform circular motion and the simple harmonic motion we can study today. ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮೋಷನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿಕ್ ಮೋಷನ್ನು ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಏನದ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ನೌ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿಕ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಶೋನ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಟು ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಫ್ರೋ mean point. From the mean point to and fro, the to and fro motion of the body from the mean position is called as a simple harmonic motion. And another condition, it must be the body is moving in a straight line, and this is the displacement. Why is displacement from the mean position either to this side or to this side? And here from the mean point here to here, this is the maximum displacement indicated as y. This maximum displacement in the simple harmonic motion is called as amplitude. This is the displacement, this is also displacement, this is also displacement, and this is also displacement. But from the mean position, this displacement is maximum or this displacement is maximum. We are going to call it as an amplitude, indicated as capital A. Capital A, or this side you can take it as a capital A. Here to here, this maximum displacement of the object in simple harmonic motion is called as an amplitude. And here this is the first diagram indicating uniform circular motion, means the body is moving in a circular path with constant velocity. Here P is nothing but an object moving in a circular path with constant velocity. We are going to call it as a uniform circular motion. And here the object is moving in a straight line about its mean point is called as simple harmonic motion. What is the relation between these two? Now we can study. To understand this one, let us take, there is a important sentence, that is a uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion is the projection of simple harmonic motion. Projection of simple harmonic motion. You need to understand this line is very important in this concept. Uniform circular motion is the projection of simple harmonic motion. What is the meaning of this one? Uniform circular motion is acting as a simple harmonic motion. Once again, uniform circular motion is projecting, means acting or weaving as a simple harmonic motion. Whenever the body is moving in circular path, its projection means it is acting as a simple harmonic motion. It is difficult to understand. Let us take, this is a object, this one is a object, and this one is a thread, and now I am rotating this body. Now I am rotating this body like this. Which motion it is? This is a uniform circular motion. Now the body is moving in which path? Circular path. This body I am taking, this is the object at P point. Now let us take, this is the object, I am rotating here. In circular motion the body is rotating like this, or you can rotate like this. This is a uniform circular motion. But now this circular motion I am taking like this. This is a uniform circular motion because now the body is moving in a circular path. This is uniform circular motion. But here the body is moving in a circular motion. If you see its shadow on the wall, if you see its shadow on the wall, this object shadow is looking as a straight path on the board. ಈ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗತ್ತದ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾತ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗತ್ತದ. ಬಟ್ ಇದ್ರ ಶ್ಯಾಡೋನ ನೀವು ಈ ವೈಟ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಅದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮೋಷನ್. ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮೋಷನ್. The straight motion is a simple harmonic motion. Here the body is moving in a circular path, but its shadow on the white board is looking like a straight path. Straight path means the straight path of the object from its mean point is called a simple harmonic motion. You try this in your home. Practically very easy it is. Take a thread and attach one object to the body, getting to the one end of the thread, and rotate slowly here with uniform speed. In presence of light on the wall, you just observe its shadow. But here the object is moving in a circular path, but on the wall its shadow is looking like a straight path, like this. Here it is a circular motion, but its shadow viewing it as, projecting it as a simple harmonic motion. That's why the word uniform circular motion is the projection of simple harmonic motion. You do practically this one in your home. Take a thread, attach one end of the thread to the body, and here rotate it slowly. Here rotate it slowly with constant velocity. The body has to be moved. This is a uniform circular motion, and simultaneously its shadow you observe on the wall. And here it is a object is moving in a circular path, but in the shadow it is looking as a straight path. Here it is a simple harmonic motion, but here it is a circular motion. But this circular motion on the white board it is projecting as simple harmonic motion. But here it is not looking, because here the light intensity is less here. In presence of light in your home on the white wall, you just try this, you are getting very easily. And if you want to observe this one, see the video. Now here the video is there. Here the circular motion on the plate on circular plate, the white ball is rotating. The rotation of that white ball is called as a uniform circular motion, but on the wall you just see it is looking as a straight path. That straight path on the wall is called as a simple harmonic motion, but on that plate, that white ball is, its motion is called as a uniform circular motion. Here it is a ball moving, the ball motion is a uniform circular, but on the wall it is looking as a straight motion. Just now you observe this one. And here just now you observed, you are getting some idea about this one. On the plate, circular plate, the object, the white ball is moving in a uniform circular motion, but on the shadow it is looking like a simple harmonic motion. And now we have derived a relation between a uniform circular motion and that of the simple harmonic motion by using one of the equation. That equation is called as y is equal to a sin of omega into t, or another equation is there, that is y is equal to a cos of omega into t. These are two equations of simple harmonic motion. The simple harmonic motion can be represented in terms of sine function. Sometimes the simple harmonic motion can be represented in terms of cos function, and here the sine function and cos function, they are having their respective meaning here. And here the equation indicating y is equal to what is the displacement of the object in simple harmonic motion from the mean point, and here also the y is the term indicating it is also displacement of the object from the mean position. From which motion? That is in simple harmonic motion. But in order to find out the displacement of the object in simple harmonic motion, we are going to take the help of circular motion. Y is the displacement from the mean point in simple harmonic motion. A is the amplitude, and sine function I will tell you later what is the meaning of that one. Here also y is equal to displacement of the object from the mean point. A is the amplitude, and cos function I will tell you the meaning. And here omega t is equal to, this is a theta function. Getting? Omega is the angular frequency, t is a time. Angular frequency, what is angular frequency? It is denoted as omega. We are going to call it as an angular frequency. The angular frequency is nothing but that is a number of cycles. For example, this is 1 cycle, this is 2 cycle, 3 cycle, 4 cycle. Number of complete cycles made by the object in simple harmonic motion is called as angular frequency, indicated as omega. What is angular frequency? Number of cycles. What is one complete cycle? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, so on. The number of complete cycles taken by the object in 1 second of time is called as angular frequency. That angular frequency is indicated as omega, and t is a time. And a is a amplitude. On both the side a is amplitude. What is a? Amplitude is nothing but, let us take from the mean point, this is also displacement, or from the mean point this is also displacement, or from the mean point this is also displacement, or from the mean point this is also displacement. Let us take this displacement is a y1, this displacement is a y2, this displacement is a y3, and this displacement is a y4. This is y1, this is y2, this is y3, this is y4. Among y1, y2, y3, y4, which displacement is maximum? y4 is maximum. Therefore, that y4 is called as an amplitude. The maximum displacement of the object from the mean position. Maximum displacement of the object from the mean position is called as amplitude, indicated as A. A is nothing but amplitude. A is nothing but amplitude. Amplitude is nothing but displacement of the object from mean position. Which displacement? Maximum displacement. This is minimum displacement, this is minimum displacement, this is minimum displacement, but this is maximum. This is a displacement, this is a displacement, this is a displacement, this is a displacement. Among all the displacement, this displacement is maximum. This maximum displacement of the object from the mean point is called as amplitude, indicated as A. And by using the help of circular motion, we have to derive these two equations. From this diagram, this is a diagram first. This is a diagram first. From the first diagram, from this diagram, let us take, that is P is the object. Now it is revolving, rotating with constant speed called as a uniform circular motion. And AC is the diameter, BD is also diameter of the circle. And here now the object, whenever it is revolving, the object position is at P, and just I have taken one perpendicular line to AC diameter and another perpendicular line to BD diameter, and with help of this circular motion, this OR or this OQ indicating as the displacement of the object taken in circular motion. But if you observe this circular motion in the shadow, it is looking like a simple harmonic motion. Whenever the object is in simple harmonic motion, its displacement can be found out. Let us, by using this diagram, from this diagram take a triangle OPR. This is OPR, and I am taking this theta. Theta is equal to, this theta is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. What is opposite? That is OR. What is hypotenuse? That is OP. Opposite by hypotenuse, this is cos theta. Cos theta is equal to OR divided by OP, and here OP cos theta is equal to OR. OR is nothing but this one. I am taking it as a Y. And OP is nothing but, this is radius of the circle. I am taking it as an amplitude. I am taking OP as an amplitude A cos theta. This is equal to OR. OR is Y. OR is Y means displacement. Y is equal to A cos theta, or Y is equal to A into cos theta, and Y is equal to A as it is cos theta can be written as omega into T. What is theta? If the body is moving from here to here, the angle between this line is a theta. If it is moving from here to here, the angle between these two is a theta. Or if it is moving from here to here, the angle between these two is a theta. The theta can be taken as the product of omega into T. Getting, if you multiply angular frequency omega into time, then you are getting what is the angle made by the object. You are getting this theta. The theta can be find out by using omega into T. Therefore here theta is equal to omega T. What is A? A is an amplitude. I told you already. A is nothing but maximum displacement of the object from the mean point is called as an amplitude, and Y is the displacement, and cos omega T. Let us take it as a equation number 1. Let us take it as a equation number 1, and second goes to a triangle. From triangle OPQ. From triangle OPQ, theta is equal to, which theta I am taking? This theta. Theta is equal to PQ. Theta is equal to OQ divided by OP. OQ divided by OP. With this theta, OQ is adjacent, OP is a hypotenuse, then the opposite by adjacent divided by hypotenuse. This is a sine function. Therefore OP sin theta is equal to OQ, and OP I am taking it as an amplitude A sin theta, and this is equal to OQ is nothing but OQ I am taking it as a displacement Y again. Therefore Y is equal to A into sine of theta, and Y is equal to A sine of omega into T. Let us take it is a equation number 2. And earlier as I told, Y equal to A sine omega T or Y equal to A cos omega T, both are equations of simple harmonic motion. By using this equation also, you need to find out the displacement of the object from mean point, or you can use this formula also in order to find out the displacement of the object in SHM. But equation 1 indicating cos function, but equation 2 indicating sine function. Y is also displacement, Y is also displacement, amplitude, and this is amplitude, and here angular frequency with respect to of time, angular frequency with respect to of time. And here cos function is there, here sine function is there. This is also equation of simple harmonic motion. This is also equation of simple harmonic motion. But why they are different? This is having a cos function, but it is having a sine function. Why these two equations are different? There has been a reason. Let us take from the equation 1. If you want to find out, let us take one example. This is a simple pendulum. Now observe, this is mean point, this is extreme point, this is extreme point, and this is a displacement. This is a displacement. Now it is a simple pendulum. This is theta and this is theta. Let us take now the object is moving in a simple pendulum, that is oscillation of a simple pendulum. You can take here the example. And this is mean point, extreme point, and extreme point. This is a displacement, or you can take this is a displacement. This is 1 cycle, this is 2 cycle, this is 3 cycle, 4 cycle, 5th, so on. It is goes on continuous. And if you want to find out the displacement of the body from the mean position, means in this direction or in this direction. If you want to find out the displacement of the body from the mean position, then you can use this equation. Or if you want to find out the displacement of the body in simple harmonic motion, this is simple harmonic motion because this is almost straight line. Theta is very less in the sense this path is almost a straight line, that's why it is a simple harmonic motion. And not like this. This is not a simple harmonic motion because this is not almost a circular path. This is a curve path. Don't call it as a simple harmonic motion. This line, this is almost a straight line. That's why it is a simple harmonic motion. If you want to find out the displacement of the object from the mean point, then you use this equation. Why? If you want to find out the displacement y from extreme position, then you can use a cos function. This is also equation of simple harmonic motion when you are going to use, and this is also equation of simple harmonic motion when you are going to use. ನೀವು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿಕ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೀನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ದಿಂದ ಮೇಜರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ದಿಂದ ಮೇಜರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಟು ಹಿಯರ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ದಿಂದ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೇಜರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. and here you can use therefore y equal to a cos omega t. It is a displacement of object from which position? From extreme position, from extreme point. This is over. And second y equal to a sin of omega t, and it is displacement of object from mean position. If you want to find out the displacement of the object from the mean position, you use this equation. If you want to find out the displacement of the object from extreme position, you can use this equation, but both are equations of simple harmonic motion. There has been a possibility of the question, write a mathematical formula in order to find out a displacement of the object from mean position in SHM. Then this equation you have to write it as answer. And another type of the question, write a mathematical formula in order to find out the displacement of the object from extreme position. You can write this as answer. Getting? Simple harmonic motion equation, mean point ದಿಂದ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ದಿಂದ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿಕ್ ಮೋಷನ್. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿಕ್ ಮೋಷನ್, ದಿಸ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಶನ್ I derived with the help of circular motion. Why? Because whenever the object is in circular motion, see its shadow on the wall, it is looking like a straight line. Here it is a circular motion, but on the wall, in the shadow, it is a simple harmonic motion. That's what the reason I am going to take the help of circular motion. I have derived this equation, and please remember these two formulas for numericals. And the equations when we are going to use this one and when we are going to use this one, you please remember these formulas and note down please. And next we can study about terms associated with simple harmonic motion. In simple harmonic motion we are going to use some terms. Those terms are very important in order to understand better what do you mean by simple harmonic motion. With relation of simple harmonic motion, some of the words are there. Those words you need to know. The terms related, associated means related to simple harmonic motion. The first one is a frequency. What is frequency? See the diagram. The object is in SHM. This is first cycle and this is second cycle. This is third cycle. With respective of time, it goes on continuously. And if you want to find out the number of complete cycles made by the object in just 1 second of time, that is called as frequency. Total number of cycles in 1 second of total number of complete cycles made by the object in 1 second of time, by the object in just 1 second of time, in 1 second of time is called as frequency. If it is completing 2 cycles in 1 second, what is the frequency? 2 Hz. If it is completed 10 cycles in just 1 second, what is the frequency? 10 hertz. Total number of complete cycles given by the body in just 1 second of time is called as a frequency. The frequency is equal to, that is inverse of time. With respect to time, total number of cycles is called as a frequency. This is a formula of linear frequency, and this is 1 by t, and the time SI unit is a second, therefore S raised to minus 1. This is SI unit of frequency, or another unit is Hertz. Heinrich Hertz, this is the name of the scientist. He studied about electromagnetic waves and their frequency. That's why name after the scientist we are going to use a SI unit as Hertz. Heinrich Hertz, he is the scientist, name after that scientist name we are going to use the SI unit of frequency is Hertz. Or you can take a frequency formula is equal to 1 by t. In just 1 second of time, number of complete cycles is called as a frequency. That's why time unit is a second, 1 by s, or take s on numerator, this is s raised to minus 1, or per second, this is SI unit of frequency, or this is SI unit of frequency, any one you can use. The total number of cycles made by the object in simple harmonic motion. In simple harmonic motion is called as frequency. And what is the second important term? That is time period. Time period indicated as capital T. Time period indicated as capital T. What is time period? Let us now the object is in a simple harmonic motion. Just in order to take one cycle, what is the time taken by the object? This is one cycle, this is 2 cycle, this is 3 cycle, so on goes on continuous. Let us take this is half, this is another half, 1 cycle. To complete just 1 cycle, how much it is time the taking? The time taken by the object in simple harmonic motion to complete 1 cycle is called as time period. It is time taken by object, to complete 1 cycle. To complete 1 cycle in SHM, to complete 1 cycle in SHM is called as time period indicated as capital T. Its SI unit capital T is equal to second. Its SI unit is second because the time SI unit is a second. What is the time taken by the object to complete 1 cycle is called as a time period, and its unit is a second. And third important term, amplitude. And amplitude, already you used this term in a relation between UCM and SHM. What is amplitude? Let us imagine always we have to measure the displacement of the object in simple harmonic motion from the mean point. If the object is moving from here to here, this is total displacement. Here to here, that is y displacement, and here, if the object is moving from this point to this point, then what is the displacement? For example, y1. If it is moving from here to here, and this is the displacement, this displacement I am taking it as a y2. And if the object is moving from here to here, then this displacement I am taking it as a y3. And if the object is moving from here to here, then this displacement I am taking it as y4. This is y1 as a displacement from the mean point, this is y2 as a displacement from the mean point, this is y3 as a displacement from the mean point, and this is y4 as a displacement from the mean point. y1 is a displacement from the mean point, y2 is a displacement from the mean point, y3 is a displacement from the mean point, and y4 is also a displacement from the mean point. y1, y2, y3, y4, among all these displacement, which displacement is maximum? Is the y1? No. Is the y2? No. Is the y3? No. Is the y4? Yes. Among all displacement, y4 is maximum. From which point? Mean point. ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯಾವ ಮೀನ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ದಿಂದ ಯಾವ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಅದ? y4 ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಅದ. Therefore, the maximum displacement of object in simple harmonic motion from the mean position is called as amplitude. What is amplitude? Maximum displacement of object. Maximum displacement of object. Maximum displacement of object from mean position. Object from mean position indicated as capital A is called as amplitude, and called amplitude, indicated as capital A, and the SI unit of amplitude is meter, because what is amplitude? Displacement. Which displacement? Maximum displacement. Means amplitude is nothing but a displacement, and the SI unit of displacement is a meter. The meter is the SI unit of amplitude, because amplitude is a displacement, that's why its SI unit is a meter. And now last term, that is phase angle. Phase angle indicated as theta. Phase angle indicated as theta. And phase mean, what is the meaning of phase? The meaning of phase is nothing but a position. The meaning of the phase means position. Phase angle, it is the term we are going to use in order to find out where is the location of the object whenever it is in simple harmonic motion. Let us take the diagram. Now it is in the mean position, now it is in the extreme position, again coming back to mean, again going back to extreme, again coming back to mean position, again going back to extreme position, and it is in simple harmonic motion. Whenever the object is executing a simple harmonic motion, where is the location of the object? In order to find out the position or location of the object whenever it is in simple harmonic motion, that can be described or find out by using one of the term in physics. We are going to call it as a phase angle. The phase is nothing but a position. The position of the object can be represented with the help of a theta value. That's why we are going to call it as a phase angle. Let us imagine this one we are going to study with the help of circular motion. This is circular motion, and let us take this is A point, B point, C point, D point. And if the object is moving from A to B, what is the phase angle? 90 degree. In terms of radian, pi by 2. If the object is moving from here to here, what is the angle between these two lines? Again that is 90 degree. Means in terms of radian, pi by 2. Again this is pi by 2. And again this is pi by 2. Means the object is moving from this point to that point again. Then this is one complete cycle. Means pi by 2, pi by 2, pi by 2, pi by 2. What is the phase angle? That is 2 pi. Pi by 2 plus pi by 2 plus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. Total add all those angles, you are getting this angle. That is in terms of radian as a 2 pi. 2 pi in the sense that is 360 degree. And with the help of circular motion, we are going to describe the phase angle here. And let us take here, if the object is moving from A to B, let us take this is A point. Let us take it as A point. Let us take it as B point. Again let us take it as a C point. This point is a C. Again take it as a D. Getting? Now the object is moving from A to B. Then A to B. What is the phase angle? Pi by 2. Means this is pi by 2. And again B to C. Means again B to C. Again this pi by 2 plus pi by 2. That is pi. Means this is pi. Again C to D. C to D. Again pi by 2. Pi by 2 plus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. 3 pi by 2. This is 3 pi by 2. 3 pi by 2 means that is a 270 degree. Again D to A. Again D to A. Again pi by 2. Means add all those. You are getting 2 pi. Means again this is 2 pi. 2 pi. Getting this phase angle in simple harmonic motion, we are going to represent with the help of a circular motion. And let us take once again. Getting? This is theta. This is theta. This is extreme point. This is extreme point. This is mean position. And let us take this as A point. Body is coming here. This is B point. Again coming here. Again this as a C point. Again going here. It is a D point. Again coming here. Again it has a A point. Don't confuse. A point coming here, B point, again body is returning back, again take it as a C point, again going here, this is a D point, again coming here, again it has a A point. Body is going to moving from A to B, B to C, C to D. Body is moving from A to B, B to C, C to D, D to A. When the object is present at A, what is the angle? 0 degree. When the object is present at A, what is the angle? 0 degree. When the object is moving from A to B, what is the angle? Pi by 2. When the object is moving from A to B, what is the angle? Pi by 2. means 90 degree. 180 by 2 under 90 degree. Again, when the object is moving from C to D, this is pi by 2, pi by 2, pi by 2. When the object is moving from B to C, B to C, again pi by 2 plus pi by 2 means 180. When the object is moving from B to C, getting this is pi by 2 plus pi by 2 means pi means 180. 180. When the object is moving from C to D, pi by 2 plus pi by 2 plus pi by 2 means 3 pi by 2. When the object is moving from this point to this point, that is 3 pi by 2 means 270. When object is moving from D to A, pi by 2 plus pi by 2 plus pi by 2 plus pi by 2 means 2 pi. When the object is moving from D to A means D to again A, that is 2 pi means 360. Let us again A to B pi by 2, yes, A to B pi by 2, B to C this is pi, B to C this is pi, again C to D this is 3 pi by 2, B to C, C to D, C to D that is 3 pi by 2, and again D to A, again D to A this is 2 pi means this is 2 pi. And if you get the phase angle, you are getting easily where is the location of the object whenever the object is in simple harmonic motion. Object simple harmonic motion ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅದರ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಎಲ್ಲದ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, now the phase angle of the object is in simple harmonic motion is that is a 0 degree. Where is the location? Yes, mean point. The phase angle of the object in simple harmonic motion is 3 pi by 2 under 270 degree. Then where is the location of the object? That is D, extreme point. Extreme point, which extreme point? D. The phase angle of the object in simple harmonic motion is 90 degree means pi by 2. Where is the location of the object? That is this extreme position. The phase angle of the object in a simple harmonic motion is that is 360 degree means 2 pi. Then where is the location of the object? That is mean position. Phase angle ಗೊತ್ತಾದ್ರೆ object the location, object simple harmonic motion ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಅದರ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಎಲ್ಲದ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. In order to describe or indicate where is the location of the object in simple harmonic motion, that can be indicate or describe by using one of the quantity is called as a phase angle. Phase means position. Object the position ಅನ್ನ ನೀ ಎಲ್ಲದ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಥೀಟಾ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ. Getting if theta is equal to 360, where is the position? Mean point under 2 pi. If 90 degree means pi by 2, where is the location? B point. If theta is equal to 270 means 3 pi by 2 in terms of radian, where is the location? D point. Getting if you know the value of theta, yes, you can easily find out the location of the object in simple harmonic motion. Getting what is phase angle? It is a position, it is the angle, it is an angle indicating position of object in simple harmonic motion. In simple harmonic motion is called as phase angle. Object simple harmonic motion ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅದರ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಆಂಗಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿಗೆ ಏನಂತೀವೋ ಫೇಸ್ ಆಂಗಲ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ an angle describing or gives the information about the position of the object whenever it is in simple harmonic motion. And please remember, and here this is 0 degree, pi by 2 means 90 degree, pi by 2 means pi means 180 by 2, this is 90 degree, pi means 180, 2 pi means 360, 3 pi 3 into 180 by 2 means 270. You remember, these are very important terms are required in order to study simple harmonic motion. And in next class, what is the velocity of the object in simple harmonic motion and acceleration we can study. You please remember, these are very important terms, and also SI unit. Thank you.